Overcomer Nation, what's going on? It's John Erickson here, and I just got off work, man. Today's my birthday. I went hard today. You know, just because it's my birthday, it's no excuse, man. Like, you gotta work, dude. You own a business, you trying to become somebody, like, you gotta do it. And it got me thinking a little bit, like, why are some people winning and why are some people losing? And like, the one thing that came to my mind, I had a talk with one of my employees, and I started thinking about, like, how can he win? And then I started thinking about entrepreneurs, and I started thinking about everybody. And it's like, man, you need to dominate. Like, you need to dominate your space, okay? Like, whatever it is you're doing, okay? Like, if you're washing dishes right now, or you're fucking flipping hamburgers, or you're a window cleaner, it does not matter, man. Like, you need to win, okay? Like, go hard. If you can't figure it out, like, just effort, man. Effort. Try your fucking hardest. Have certainty and belief that, like, you are the best. Like, all you need to do is commit to it, okay? This is the one thing that I've always used to do, okay? And to get in more detail, sometimes it's hard, okay? Sometimes you don't exactly understand what it takes to take all of these fucking turns and left turns and all that, okay? Like, it's understandable, man. Like, you know, winning and becoming successful is not an easy thing to do. If it was, everybody would be doing it. But what you do need to do is you need to start committing to this. Like, you need to start showing up at your job or doing whatever it is that you're doing, and you're building a business, right? You need to go hard, okay? Like, always inspired to be the best. Okay, I remember, I'll tell you a little story. When I used to wash dishes, okay, at this restaurant, I was probably 16 years old, okay? And I've had many jobs, you know, from 16 to 18 years old. I was a high school dropout and everything else, but I was a fucking dishwasher at this restaurant. And I remember going in there every day, man, just pumped up, ready to be there, ready for the opportunity. And no, that wasn't my first job. Like, prior to that, I worked at AutoZone, okay? And prior to that, I worked at Wiener Schnitzel, okay? Like, if anything, I've had better jobs than that. But at the time, that was the opportunity that I had, is I was working as a dishwasher, man, and I was washing dishes, and you know, life was simple, okay? But I was doing it because I needed to make some money. I needed to help my mom with her car payment at the time. And, you know, it just was, okay? And at the end of the day, I didn't care. I didn't care that I was washing dishes, man. There was this guy named Ed, okay? And this guy named Ed, he worked with me as well. And, you know, he had some mental conditions where his mind didn't work just like mine and yours. And it's another reason to be grateful, man, for everything that you have, because Ed was a beautiful person, but his mind didn't work like yours or mine, okay? Like, he just wasn't as gifted with his mind the way that he should be. So dishwashing for him was a perfect fit, okay? And he took his job seriously, and I worked with him, okay? But was I bitching about it? Was I bitching that I was washing dishes every day with Ed? No, man. I showed up, I busted my fucking ass, and when we got slammed on Thanksgiving night, okay, which was Black Friday or whatever the fuck it was, everybody came in to eat dinner, okay, on Thanksgiving, and I'm there working. I'm busting dishes, man. While families are eating and people are enjoying family, I'm fucking washing dishes, okay? Why? Because even back then, 14 years ago, I'm 29 now. Today's my birthday, and I'm still busting my ass the same way I was when I was 16. But when I was 16, man, I didn't realize my life was gonna turn out the way that it is today. I didn't understand that, okay? So maybe you're under the age of 30, or maybe you're over 30. It doesn't really fucking matter, okay? This goes for both people, all right? I don't have all the fucking answers, but what I do have is the experiences that I've been through, okay? And one thing's for sure, whether I was washing dishes, I was working at fucking Wiener Schnitzel, or I was in a corporate setting working for Verizon, being the top fucking salesman at that company, or fucking putting hot dogs in a hot dog bun, I was the shit, man. I was so good at my fucking job. I was ruthless, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you guys though. When I worked at Wiener Schnitzel, I fucked around a lot. I was just a kid. But see, when shit got real and shit hit the fan, okay, I had to push come to shove. Like, when I started washing dishes, I started washing those fucking dishes, man. And going back to my story, I got a little off track. I got ADD, whatever the fuck it is. But here's the deal. When I was washing dishes, okay, I remember the owners used to come by, and they used to come by and check in on us and say what's up, and, like, you know, just check in on their place. It's their restaurant, right? And they came in one day and they started talking to me, and they were like, hey, John, you know, every time they would come in, I would say hi. I was respectful. I was happy. I had the most energy in the fucking kitchen, and I was the dishwasher, man. There's not the chef, not the waiters that were making good money. Nobody. I had good energy. Everybody else is like, fuck, I'm here. I gotta work. I need a job, blah, 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 okay? You know what happened because of that? Months went by, but I always was in a good fucking attitude, and I worked my fucking ass off while I was there, okay? And all that nasty food and all that shit, man, it sucks. I hate washing fucking dishes. Like, even today, ask my girlfriend, like, I despise washing dishes, okay? But it was my job, man, and I knew I had to perform a job, and I knew that the restaurant could not I had an important responsibility, even if it was washing dishes, because if those dishes didn't come out fast enough, then the restaurant wasn't able to perform fucking clean dishes. And I took that shit seriously, okay? And you should too, if you're washing dishes or you're flipping burgers or whatever you're doing, because you don't understand that what you are doing right now is leading you up to whatever it is you're going to be doing in the future. Now, maybe that opportunity is already there. Maybe you're already working for a company that has incredible opportunities, and all it's waiting for is for you to step up and fucking dominate and do good and actually do a good job for once, man, and show up and work and do hard. Or maybe you're a business owner right now and you already own your fucking business and you're busting your ass, but like, you're not taking it to that next level. You're not getting your education right. You're not getting your habits right, okay? Like, there's a difference between just running a business and owning a job and then trying to build a business and actually learn shit, man. Like, you know, people get doctor degrees in 10 years, man. You're not going to have a successful business in a year. Like, it takes fucking time. I've been doing this shit for a decade, okay? So here's the deal. Going back to my dishwasher story, okay? When I washed those dishes, I used to see the owner there, okay? Once a week, I talked to, it was Mrs. and Mr., okay? They were married. And they would always see me, and we always had a great time talking. We enjoyed each other's company, and it was fucking awesome, right? One day they came, okay, and they came to talk to me, and they pulled me to the back, and at the time the chef was running the whole restaurant, okay? And here's what happened because I busted my ass washing those dishes, okay? To you, it might seem small, but for some of you motherfuckers right now, your life is not moving anywhere. You're not moving up. You're not getting raises. You're jumping from job to job. You're starting over. You're not taking your position seriously, man. And I know the truth hurts, man, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, and I'm as humble as they get. As much as I want to act like I got it all figured out, man, I really don't. Like, life's hard. Business is tough. Like, dude, I just go with the punches and figure it out. But here's what happened at that meeting. They sat me down and they said, John, and they looked at the chef because the chef was running the whole fucking restaurant. And they said, Pete was his name. He was a friend of mine, actually. They said, Pete, why is John working in the back of the kitchen? And Pete looked at them and said, well, you know, this is just the position we had to fill, and he took it, and he took the opportunity, and he works, you know, I was working like 50, 60 hours a week. I was getting plenty of money. I mean, some of the people were making the same amount. I think it was like $7 an hour back then, but I didn't give a shit, man.